Hey everyone! So today I am going to be showing you guys how to make these cute little bows with faux leather. And they have, you can make them any color. This one is kind of green with a print. This one is Minnie Mouse with some rose pink. It's kind of hard to see with the zoom. And then, I mean, you can really make them any colors you would like. This one has glitter faux leather, which is a little bit harder to cut, but still doable. And a little rose gold with some gray. So what you will need is you will need a pamphlet. You don't necessarily need a cutting machine like a Cricut or a Cameo, but you will need some that you'll be able to print and trace it onto the faux leather, but you can cut it by hand. So today we're going to be, since we're going to be using red and gold, since the holidays will be here pretty soon. I don't know, I just wanted to go ahead and get into the holiday spirit. So you will need a pamphlet. You can just Google, they do buy the files on Etsy, or if you just Google bow pamphlet, it will show it. So you want to have this piece right here is going to be the back area of your bow. So that is the one that you want to have the measurement for. So these are 4 inches, and that's what we're going to be making. It's 3.98. I mean, that's pretty close. I really don't want to mess with that size, but that is what you want to have, the biggest ones. This one you will see is a little bit bigger, just because you will be folding in the leather, and we're going to be hot gluing it. You will also need some ribbon, you know, kind of to match what faux leather you're using. And you will need some alligator clips, obviously, to be able to put on your hair or a little girl's hair. So that's it. I am going to change the colors right here, just so that I know whenever I go to cut it with my machine which colors I need to be used. And I want to put the one on the back gold, so I'm gonna change it to something similar to gold. And then I'm also gonna change this one, and then these 2 parts is gonna be red, so I will change 1 to red and 2, so that way when I go to cut it with my machine, is going to put the red ones together and the orange, or orange, not orange, sorry, gold looking color. Alright, so now the next thing you want to do is you want to put your faux leather face down on your mat, or if you were going to cut it, you could trace with a marker or whatever you would like on the back, that way, so you can just cut out with scissors. So I have my design there ready to go, and I have already fed, which is that's the way we would say it in, you know, in the lingo, I guess. You can feed your machine with whatever material you're using, and we are gonna send it to cut. I think I need to scoot this up here a little bit more. And when you cut with a machine, it'll give you different settings to cut. This one is faux leather, so that is why we are selecting the faux leather. And I'm gonna hit it to cut. And then it's gonna pin it, and then that is gonna cut it for me. That is one of the advantages to having a machine, that it can just pretty much do the hard work for you. if you have a machine, it'll give you like a time, or not a time, but a percentage of how your work is doing. Alright, whenever you cut, before you peel the whole thing up, if you're using a machine, you kind of just want to lift it to make sure that it cut through, and then we'll just pull it out and pull the faux leather. And now we have 2 of our designs that have been cut to the size and shape that we want. Alright, so as we were able to see in the video, my leather didn't actually cut all over the way on one side. So that is an easy fix, and this is how it would be like if you had traced the design on the back. So right here, I'm just gonna grab my scissors, and I am just gonna cut carefully, not to mess it up. And then with a lighter, you don't need something this big. I am just going to seal those edges. The rest of the edges look pretty good, so that is really the only thing I need to seal. And I have my hot glue gun over here warming up. Right, so now I have all my pieces ready. So I have my gold, so this is going to go all the way at the bottom. And then we always want to put pretty side down. So we start from the back. And I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue right there in the middle. And put this face down. Be careful when working with a hot glue gun that you don't burn yourself. And then I'm going to do the 2 at the top first. I'm just going to glue them in. I'm just going to add a little bit of a strip there. And then we're going to come down. And there's 1. And 2. Again, be careful with when working with hot glue. Alright, and now we will add another little strip at the bottom to glue the bottom to. There's 1. And 2. Alright, I'm going to hold it for a second just so that that glue kind of has a chance to adhere. You can press it out because you can always fluff them up later. Alright, so that's your 2. That's the red. Now we're going to do the same thing, and on top of the red we're going to add a little dollop of hot glue, and then we're going to put our gold. We're going to put it pretty side down, and we're just going to hold it for a second. And then we will add a little dabble of hot glue. There we go. And ooh, it's coming up. Another little dot. And we close it off. I'm going to hold it maybe with my scissors so I don't burn myself, because that this hot glue gun does get pretty hot. I don't want to burn myself. I have before. Alright, so we have this part of the bow done. Now we are going to add a little center. And for this part, I actually like to add my glue to the strip just so that it goes all the way around. Be careful when you touch it because it's hot. In the middle, and we'll flip it, and we will close one side, and we will close the second side. There we go. And then you can just clean off the little excess hot glue. Ooh. So now we have our bow, our pretty little bow. Now we just gotta add the alligator clip. So let me get this glue off of my fingers. I'm gonna cut a little strip, and that's just so that we can cover the clip, just so that it doesn't pull a little girl's hair. And I am gonna seal it with fire. There we go. I'm gonna add a little bit of glue there, and then I'm just going to clamp it down here. And then we will add hot glue in a little line. And then we will just bring it up. Alright, so that is ready to go. We'll cut off the excess at the top. And this is still a little bit hot, so I'm getting hot glue all over the place. And again, we want to seal this top. I got glue at the bottom, but it's okay, we can always peel it off. There we go. Alright, and now we just add glue to this top part and glue that to our bow. And that is it. That is our bow. The glue is still kind of wet. That's okay. It's not as hot, so I'm not burning my fingers. But once all the glue is completely good and dried, you can fluff up your bow. And there you go. You have a cute little bow to go with a Christmas dress, or, you know, just for fun. Alright, well, hope you guys learned something new. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Bye!